Hey y'all, this is Cheryl and thanks for joining me for another digital scrapbooking process video. Today I'm going to be using A Boy's World, a collection by Traci and Studio Basic that you can find at Sweet Shop Designs. I'm going to be using two photos that I actually just took yesterday. I've been actually picking up some of my more recent photos to scrap. I had been digging into my stash of photos and going back a few years, but I've actually done a few little layouts with recent stuff. So I actually led a class on Lightroom for scrapbookers. It's like a beginning class. You can find it over at the lily pad, but I was actually doing that last night. I was a little bit nervous about doing it, and my son knew that, but I had told him that I needed him to move his laptop and kind of find another place to hang out for a little bit, because while the broadcast was live, we were actually recording it. So he was very quick to jump up, move his laptop, and then he became very busy doing something, and I realized that he had made a sign to place in the doorway that comes out to where my computer is in our den, and it said on the air, and then shh, and he had a little microphone on it. He just did it very quickly. It has some little stars around it. It was too cute. And he's very imaginative and creative and obviously super sweet to, take the time to do that. He was, very thoughtful to do that. So when I saw this kit, there's so much word art in there that I could really go a ton of different ways, thematically doing a boy's layout. But I saw the "You Are Awesome" and the little banner piece, word art, and I wanted to start with that because I really was like, that's so awesome, that's so cool, thank you for doing that. So, what you see me doing here, I've started out with my photos. I had one layered on top of the other, and I've added, I'm starting to build some of my clusters, and I do move the cluster to, there's one right underneath that main photo, and I move a lot of it back over to the right, but you can see that that's where I'm building it currently. So for the last couple of videos, I haven't done voiceovers, and I've just done music. Last Friday I had gone to see a neurosurgeon. I have chronic back pain from herniated disc and some other issues, and I need surgery but need to lose some weight in order to have the surgery, and so it was kind of bummy, and I needed to post those videos. I really did not want to do voiceover, so that's why the music was there. But it's a week later, I feel much better and more positive, and trying to make some changes every few days, so that this is something that I can handle for the rest of my life. So thank you for stopping by and watching, even though there weren't voiceovers, and I hope that even though there was just music, that something in my creative process inspired you to create something yourself. So that little side note. Now I'm back to the layout, and I've added quite a bit of paint layers in the background. I liked the solid paper that was back there, but Studio Basic always has some amazing like grungy kind of paint pieces, and this time Traci had a few, and this painted border or paint, edge to the paper that I've added that looks like it's, white acrylic paint or white gesso. Then with the little paint misting and other red paint, it was just the perfect touch. I really felt like it kind of brought everything back together. And then of course there's some, paint drops and some scribbles. Really liked adding those onto the page as well. And now you can see here, I told you I was going to move that cluster, and I did move a lot of it over. And yeah, so just kind of balancing out the colors that are happening on the layout. And I tend to do that in a triangular pattern. So the eye bounces around the layout. So you'll see me, I've got that dark blue button underneath the main photo. I have the love this kid and the thumbs up. It's kind of in the center. And then on the other end of the triangle is that blue flower. And I kind of do that with all the colors. So right now, I have some green at the top, some green over to the underneath the photo where the star is. I have some string, so I'm going to build up some more green on the right side of the page. I think, yeah, I add a label and a button later. And then there's the final piece of the blue slash green at the top. And I just really loved how this came out. I love all the bits and pieces. You know, I've talked about this before. I am such a fan of word strips right now. If they look like banners or if they're just plain strips, whatever, they're just one of my favorite things to put on layouts. I like how, you know, I still have my journaling on there, but I like how it really adds to what I'm trying to get across with the page. So I have Love This Kid, A World of Imagination, You Are Awesome, The Boy Oh Boy, and then What a Guy. And I think there's a flair too that says awesome. And they're just, you know, he's an awesome kid to do that. So you can see that's still that cluster over there was bothering me. So I end up moving these. I take a minute because I'm not really sure where I'm going to put it, but they end up going right underneath the star, those labels, and then that word strip. And now you're going to see the completed layout. Thanks again for joining me, and I hope you have a fabulous week. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Be sure to share and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.